Hello everyone, Pally here, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance II. We're still hanging out at the mill with Miller. I just read his name for the first time, and I don't feel like I can say it. He was having a very interesting talk with us at the end of the last episode, where he was discussing the prospects of building a golem using the great gift of alchemy. Now, when he was talking about alchemy, he literally scoffed at the idea of potion and poison making. I thought we were going to be creating gunpowder because one of our early quests here, I wish I could look out this window a little easier, was bringing a bunch of sacks over to that cart right there. And those sacks seem to have like musket balls almost is how I would describe it inside of them. He was a little disappointed when I walked away at the tail end of the last episode, but I think he's going to be happy that we are back. And I hope you are too. Remember, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to hit that like button. I'll feed Ed soon for you, don't you worry. I'm always good on my debts. And if you want to watch our entire series, you can find it in the playlist down in the video description. Careful. Hey, hold the door! Thank you.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Kreyzl?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
Well, how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
Well, that's pretty straightforward.
Saltpeter is niter. That I know. They're white crystals similar to salt. But I have no idea what you might need it for here at the mill.
The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
Are you sure this will work? I mean, I'm down to do it. I'm just assuming he's going to have me stealing this from someone.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
This guy has a lot of experiences. Can you at least point me in a direction that I might be able to start looking? I mean, it's a big world out there.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look, that you can point me in the right direction.
Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
Is she a witch? Why are we asking all these personal questions? Yeah, does she float if we throw her into the river?
So this Bonnie is some kind of witch who's in on this golem stuff.
Bonnie is someone I trust without question. And you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. And you don't want that.
No, no.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond.
Oh.
Only my best people can get in.
And I'm one of your best people now. Ah, I'm going to go with that option.
Your best people. That's just another way of saying people who are wanted by the bailiff.
Oh my God.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
What the fuck, Henry?
How do I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it.
I'm going to.
So I don't forget. You could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
Oh, that was the guy we saw locked up last episode.
She may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Right along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair.
Farewell.
I'm gonna see if I can, He doesn't have anything. Oh, he does have something to trade.
What do you have for sale?
We got a little negative. Whoa. Is all of his gear black? Whoa. That's pretty sick. He was advising us to wear dark clothes so that we could sneak into places. I didn't realize that he was going to be a purveyor of said clothes. He sells wounding arrows too? Bro, I've been using crude bolts this entire game. All right.
I'd like to discuss the price.
I just wanted to, you know, make him like me a little more. So I'm just going to throw some money at the problem like I do everything in my life.
That and a little tip.
My, thank you kindly.
You're welcome. So, looks like the lair is off in this direction. Whoa! What the fuck was that?
What was that noise? Woodcutters?
No, that wasn't woodcutters, bro. Holy crap, that actually scared me. I jumped. Well, this looks like the place. And they have soup on. Didn't lock up their stuff very well. Is this stealing? Why is this stealing? Aren't I one of you? I'm allowed to be here at the lair. Hey.
Greetings to you.
You look in a lot better shape than the last time I saw you when you were, you know, strung up in the gallows. What did you do before? I thought I'd just be able to say hi to him, to be honest. Why do you work for the miller?
Why do you work for the miller?
Well, how can I put it? Anywhere else, they'd have kicked me out by now. The miller's the last person who'd still give me a job. He says every idiot is of some use at least.
And you see that as a compliment?
I see a coin in my hand every week. That's all I care about.
All right. I mean, that's pretty fair.
Take care, and consider taking a bath, eh?
You know what? That was really nice. I will consider that. Thank you. Bonnie, great to meet you. My name's Henry. I heard your dog passed away. I'm very sad to hear that. I brought you some opium that I found along the way.
Greetings. Hey, you're all bloody.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
I'm Henry, Miller Kreyzl's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name.
That's true.
That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
I'm Henry.
Henry's fine.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Kreyzl said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
Yeah, poppies. What? Yes.
I've got something here.
23 poppies. Here you go.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
Opium
Where
ritual.
Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Kreyzl tell you about the golem?
Yeah, I'm pretty skeptical.
What do you think of it?
Sounds like witchcraft. I feel like that's not a negative thing. Like, I can say that without judgment, but it's going to come out really judgy.
Well, if that beast doesn't slay us as soon as it comes to life, then sooner or later some inquisitor will find out about it. I think it's all witchcraft. Playing with fire.
Playing with fire. If you only knew.
What does that mean, Bonnie?
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll be a peaceful golem, just like Kreyzl imagines it. Calm and humble, and it'll help all of mankind.
You guys are very optimistic.
But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit.
Great, Bonnie.
But if you're in a hurry to find Kreyzl's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No, I don't really want to fucking taste rocks, to be honest with you.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zineg in Troskowitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zineg and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the millers finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
Ed. His name is
Ella.
Edward.
How did you find each other?
He belonged to Therese. I didn't know that. Whoa.
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, that's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
I heard. I'm
He
so
died.
sorry.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating, just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
Well, my papa was a blacksmith. That's true. I mean, let's just go with that. It's also, I have a 32 in it. Somehow, my stealth skill is also incredible. What do you think she would say if I was like, yes, a long line of thieves? I'm going to try it.
The very same. When did you steal your first apple?
Before I could even walk. But it wasn't an apple. It was a silver groschen from my godmother.
And you got away with it?
I did indeed. Nobody saw me. Not then, not any time since. It came
Bonnie's
in
a
handy
pro.
in the convent too. Slipping out of a boring sermon unnoticed, that's what I'm good at. And it don't matter who's preaching, whether it's a priest, an abbot, or Kreyzl. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems mystical. Is that a compliment?
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zineg fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know.
Of course.
Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
When she said it was nice to have someone to pour her heart out to. I bet that's true. I mean, she's mourning the loss of her dog. I bet talking to someone was actually really nice, especially if she doesn't like a lot of the people around here, which assumes that she does not. That's a lot, but I don't think that's enough.
A barrel isn't much.
But we did bloody thorough job. Unfortunately, Kreyzl said we need at least 6 times as much.
Oh my goodness.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
Nope.
I reckon so.
Oh, okay.
There should be as much as Kreyzl needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, You ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Not the slightest. But no, definitely not.
No, I don't.
I don't care what
Kreyzl,
that skill
of course,
check
didn't
says.
tell me
I have
shit.
no idea.
Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses.
Plague Town?
Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Kreyzl said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. Well, I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it.
Blech.
That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
Knacker? A gravedigger. I know a gravedigger.
The local gravedigger.
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the knacker.
Well, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find
I thought I
him?
met him.
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
We've been there.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep
Sure,
that in
Bonnie.
mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering.
What would a
He's
gravedigger
always
want?
dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, Henry.
What can you teach me?
I'd like to learn
Probably
something.
thievery.
What are you interested in?
Is it stealth or thievery? You don't want to learn that bad. I don't want to. Alchemy basics, please.
Alchemy is still full of mysteries to me.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
Thank you, Bonnie. What a lovely lady.
You have a
Oh,
custom,
God.
eh, doggy?
Little too close, Bonnie. Little too close there at the end. So he wants a slab of meat. That's our plan. We've driven past this graveyard before. At least I'm assuming it's the one we've gone past. Yes, indeed, when we were leaving Troskowitz with the nobles from Sameen, who unfortunately have lost their home. Didn't talk to anyone. We found charcoal that was knocked off a cart on the road, and we used that and several other clues to find them over in the Apollonia region. There is a butcher. Whoa. Yeah, okay, we can do that. No problem. Thievery, step 1. Get an idiot to pay you 500 gold for a single lesson. Yeah, I think I saw through that. I think I saw through that one. Hey, is the soup on today? Good to see you. Does the bailiff have any clothes on? Asking for a friend. Dang it! Where's he getting these from? Come on! No soup! This place has gone down. This place is in the shitter. I know a lot of you know this real-life Walter lore, but I come from a long line of butchers. Technically, I was a third-generation butcher until I sat down in front of a computer and started talking. So, I love supporting local businesses. What do you guys got? I'm really confused about the process of buying meat here. Where is... Oh! Oh, hello! Your storefront's very confusing. I have some feedback that might help you. Maybe invite some new customers in here. Yowza! You know, I'm glad I butchered when there was air conditioning. Let me tell you, this place would not... Whoa, kind of making my skin crawl a little bit, actually. Leave me alone! Bro, What do you mean?
What do you have for sale?
What do you think the guy... I mean, how do you go wrong with bacon? Could I smoke the bacon? Oh... That sounds amazing. How much is that going to cost me? 3 per slab? Happily, I will pay that. Happily.
What about the price?
All right, I'm listening.
I'd happily pay 50 for that.
Satisfied?
More.
55, come on.
Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Good day to you. You think he's out in the yard or in the house? I'm going to guess that's him.
Good.
Good job, Pebbles. This was the shortest journey Pebbles has ever gone on. We can probably see the butcher place just over that hill. There was literally no risk of any of this food spoiling whatsoever. Gravedigger Ignatius. Ignatius. Are you a sheep?
What?
Hey! I brought you food. Why isn't that the first option?
You must be the local gravedigger, right? I'm Henry.
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
None of
What
that.
do you know about goats?
I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Yeah, it's the saltpeter pit. Embellish the facts or tell them the truth. We're going to embellish a little bit.
Yeah, something like that. At night, you hear the cries of tormented souls and catch the whiff of sulfur.
Well, that I can't help you with.
Crap, I should have
worry.
just told it to him straight.
It's actually just a hole with some rotting carcasses in it. These white crystals form in it. And that's exactly what we're after.
You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first.
Well, I brought you
have
bacon.
Some collections from some Stratego farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella.
Well, thank you.
You'll be a good helper.
Pay him with meat.
I have a better idea. You tell me where I can find that pit, and I'll give you a nice piece of fresh meat for it.
I won't say no to that. Show me what you have.
Okay, I think I was only supposed to give him 1 piece of meat, but I bought all this for him. Here's 20 slabs of bacon. Not even pieces. Slabs!
Oh, aye, fresh meat. What a feast that'll make. Now, listen closely. That pit of yours lies at the end of a long journey that we'll take together on my wagon.
Oh, okay.
So you got meat out of me for nothing?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Semine are interested in it, I'm not just going to hand it to you on a plate.
Oh my
Thanks for
God.
the meat, and don't worry about a thing. Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
So is a knacker just someone who buries animals? Is that it? All right, I understand. I'll come help you. Why don't I get to lower reputation with people? I gave him meat and my reputation went up, but he made me angry in the process.
Of course. I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here?
Snorter?
Nice and early, at daybreak.
Who the fuck is Snorter? Yeah, let's go.
Let's get this over with then.
Didn't you understand me? We
At
ain't going
daybreak.
nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
I hate you. Rise and shine, motherfucker! What are you sleeping in on God's great day? You piece...
Blessings to you.
Sorry.
I don't know if I'm completely ready for this. But let's get going.
The dew is still on the leaves. The roads are clear. You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. It'll be heaven for him. In any case, heaven's always close here. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take care of us.
Does he have a big nose or something? Or are those his horses? Dragonfly and Snorter. Oh. That's cute. That's pretty cute. Sorry, you seem to have invisible walled your cart.
Come on, then. Get a move on.
Oh, I can sit up front with him. Oh my God, we're equals.
A
Wow.
long journey ahead of us.
Wow.
So get yourself comfortable so your ass won't hurt. So,
All right.
You say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
I only work for him, yeah.
Well, not exactly. I'm not even from this region. I'm only doing some work for the miller.
Are we
I
moving?
remember
Or?
Kreyzl when he was still a wee lad.
Here we go.
Even then he was a great big smart ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Kreyzl don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories.
That's very
Don't
true.
that Bonnie of yours belong to that gang too?
You know Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie's not a thief, dude.
Bonnie's an honest girl, and her friend Zinnek is too. Kreyzl only sent them to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties. So that's just what they've been doing. From what she told me, they had nothing else in mind.
Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Kreyzl. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and
Nice.
grab the miller.
Everyone
and shoot
always
his
chooses
face
hate first,
right
dude.
in his own millstone.
Good day. Is that Ignatius?
Deaf?
These horses
they're
don't
acting
seem
stubbornly.
very fast.
Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
Okay.
It looks mysterious.
I
What
don't see
treasures might
anything.
be hidden there?
You'll soon see. I have a trap set inside the cottage.
What?
I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon.
Bro, what cottage are we talking about here?
At least we're not blocking the road too much.
He said on the left, didn't he? How far away is it? Oh, well, here's a fence. Why would a wolf go into a cottage? Did he bait it with something? Or I just don't... Like, that's not a wolf's natural habitat, I feel. Oh, God, yeah, this place is run down. Deer rotting. Ed! Sick him! Good boy, Ed! Good boy, I got it! Good boy! We're gonna eat well tonight, little buddy! The trap was so bad that the wolf that was here didn't even go in to the cottage. Hello? Why is that a very hard lock? What the heck? Oh, that must be the deer. Why is the deer locked behind a very hard door?
Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
No wonder he got trapped in here. No one could open that door. All right. Just another honest day's work. Okay. Oh. I can just undo the lock from this side, huh? And Who says we need lockpicking in our lives? Yo, who are you in trouble with? What's going on here? All right, hold on.
Who stinking bastard that was here? Get over here, now!
What do you want?
I'm coming.
Move it!
I'm over here. What do you want?
I want to talk to you!
Great.
I'm coming.
Move it!
To where? You're not giving me a specific direction. What do you want from me?
Get over here, now!
Oh, probably to him. I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Move it!
What's going on, Ignatius?
I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to Lower Samine to complain.
2 stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be Scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry.
And those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Is that so? So prove it then.
How would you like me to prove that? Do I look like a thief to you? I'm covered in blood. Thieves don't kill people, they thief.
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a thief? Or more like a commonplace, maybe just slightly grubby, hired hand? At this rate, you could blame any old peasant who's grimy after a hard day's work.
I don't know. I don't reckon I've ever seen a real thief up close.
You ever seen a
Ask
broad
around
longsword
about
up
me
close?
and you'll find out everyone knows I can't stand a liar.
Uh-oh.
Keep my promises and show up on time. So enough talk, and let's carry on to where duty calls us.
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them 2 thieves, you tell us right away. Got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go, fellas. Maybe...
Do you
Did I
want to
get
keep
this
going
right?
or not?
Maybe it was the one with that...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I want to keep going. Yeah, hold on, though. Yeah, hold on just a second. Hold on. How stealthy am I? I'm very stealthy. Wow! Much stealthier than I thought.
Ignatius will go without me.
If I leave, Ignatius will go without me. I don't want that. All right. Sorry, Ignatius. I'm coming, bud. Sorry, I'm on the way. Sorry, they were asking too many questions. Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Hopefully our luck will hold out, and we'll only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The
Yeah.
next farm is just up ahead. Hop on, and let's go.
Are we going that way? Don't look to your left, Ignatius.
That was just a kind of little favor for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses.
That sounds great. I am so happy to
So
help.
far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs
Nice.
died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my part. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
Divine punishment, huh?
All right, that's what you get. People sin here in their seclusion, thinking they're out of sight of our Lord.
You're never out of sight of our Lord.
So I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow.
Sir?
It flows
Are we
here
good?
through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
Okay, I'll do that for you.
All right. I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly. Yeah! Yeah!
I'd love to see you roll around with horses, actually. Can I stick around for that? That sounds so funny. Hi, ma'am. I'm, the gravedigger's assistant for today, and I heard you had some trouble with a pig. Hello. I'll just let myself in. Upstream? Oh, that's downstream? Wow, look at that big-ass buck. Holy moly. One day we'll be good enough at marksmanship to actually hunt those things. Every time... Oh! Well, there's dead bodies in the water. No wonder things are getting sick. I can't pick these up, huh? Not my problem. All right, I just had to identify the problem. Ed, get him. Get him, Ed. Good boy, Ed. Good boy. There's another one. Where? Where? False alarm. Good combat warning. Oh, God! It was not a false alarm! It was not a false alarm! Ed! Ed, protect me! Protect your papa! Ed, get him! Ed, stop fucking around! Ed, this is serious! We're not here to make friends, Ed! Ed, you're gonna eat him later! Yes! Good boy, Ed! You know, I was worried I was gonna need to go hunting soon, but we're good. Alright, put a dead pig in a sack and probably tell him how the infection started. I can do both of those things. Where's the little swine that fell over? I should probably be more sympathetic. Pigs can be really affectionate. Oh. No. It was a mom, too. That's kind of sad. Here's the second one. I think we're all cleared out.
Get over here so we can carry on.
I'm here. I found the source of the infection. It was 2 dead deers that were just rancid in the water.
It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the water upstream from the watering spot. No wonder the pigs caught some disease.
Well, what do you know? I was right. I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night on your own.
Would it? Because that took me like an hour. Like normally. You ready to go?
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for me.
No, no, don't eat that. Don't eat that.
They've been lying there God knows how long.
But nicely in the cold.
No,
There's
no,
nothing
they
wrong
were
with
fucking
it.
green.
Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
Bro, I sent you so much bacon. Just eat that. Don't eat green deer. Good Lord.
Nothing around today.
We're going to get a new quest in the future that Ignatius died of food poisoning. Maybe I can own the graveyard then. That would actually cut out the middleman nicely. Yo, are you coming? Don't make me get out. Come on.
So far, it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Oh, is that what you normally go? I feel like Ignatius is sad.
Well, ever since I started working for the miller, all I did was carry sacks. The sack makers here in the region must live like kings. Of course, it could be a lot worse.
I like having to carry sacks full of thistles. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead.
Why do you say that?
Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer.
That's hard.
Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
Oh my God! Can you do it? No! 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 I'm not killing a dog.
Sorry, Ignatius, my friend. You can't expect me to do that.
In that case, as soon as we get where we're going, you can just get off the wagon and go and look for that pit yourself. If you don't do what I tell you, you're useless to me. So I'll be useless to you too.
Maybe there's another way. I'll try to come up with something.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Visor. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything.
Wait.
I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me.
You're assassinating the dog? What the fuck, Ignatius?
Lazy bones.
What the fuck? They didn't even ask for this? Someone paid you to kill their dog. Ignatius, I gotta be honest, I'd rather kill you. It'd be much easier. I wouldn't even need poison.
You hungry beast.
My friend!
What do you want, Ignatius?
We were picking up some carcasses near Jdar, so I thought...
He wants to kill your dog! He wants to kill your dog! He wants to kill your dog!
I hear you have some wild dog here.
What? You're the wild dog, you wretch!
Oh my God.
You're another of them bastards. Trying to steal him or poison him. You'd better make yourself scarce before I set him on you. I'll be with you.
I'll be with you. Piece of shit.
Oh, Sakra. The dog isn't here. The door's open.
Oh.
Where did he run off to?
Mutt? Ed? Can you track him?
Barking. He's coming from over there.
It's coming from his house? Wait. What? Did he go back home? Wait, I didn't know I was supposed to go that way. I thought I was looking at the field. Is that... That's not Bonnie, right? Are you kidding me? Wait. Wait, is it? Wait. It's not, right? What the fuck? Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm supposed to poison the dog.
The gravedigger wants me to poison that dog.
Jesus! And are you going to do it?
I don't think
What
so.
else can I do? You're the one who sent me to Ignatius. You just tactfully neglected to mention that when you and Zinnek were acting as his hands, you robbed half the houses in the county.
Shit. It's all gone sour.
This is all I have left to do before he takes me to the saltpeter pit.
And couldn't you find the pit without that? Just take a look at that poor creature. I'd like to keep him in place of my poor dead sniffer.
You surely know how to pick him. Your poor creature is terrorizing the whole area.
It's not the animal's fault.
I agree with that.
When I were here last, I saw how old Visaric treats him. He doesn't give him food. He abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horseman, would you?
No. I don't want to kill him, and I am totally down with this rescue.
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair.
What kind of dog is that? Oh, he's got a big old muzzle. Well, You think if I, like... Why are we at a grave? You don't think I could dig this up and put it in a sack and they'll think it's a dog, right? I have an idea. What if I poison an arrow and shoot Ignatius with it? Let him see how it feels. I mean, he's going to eat green deer soon anyway, so... He's going to die of natural causes very soon. We're just speeding it up a little bit. Hey. Dog ran away. I don't know what happened to it. I didn't see nothing. It's taken care of. Is it?
It's taken care of.
Taken care of? How? I hope you didn't go soft after wasting your time talking to Visor.
I killed him. He's... Bro, I let him go. Fuck you.
I set the dog free. He didn't deserve to die.
For fuck's sake, didn't deserve to die?
Yes.
We were supposed to get rid of him, because that's just what he deserves.
Bonnie from the mill came and took the dog before we got to...
Did you say that?
How much more is that girl going to steal before she has enough?
Why
She'll
did you
take
say
better
that?
care of him than Baysar did. All he needs is to be fed properly, and he won't be dangerous anymore.
I surely fucking hope not. Because if he runs off and ravages something or someone again, then we didn't help at all. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Bro, you took me way over here?
This is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
You wanted to kill a dog! I was expecting a bigger pit.
I was expecting some huge hole in the ground. This is just some hollow. 3 piles of earth and that's it.
3 huge piles, you mean to say? True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more niter you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't.
He'll draw inspiration from this. I'm gonna say that.
I'll just tell Kreyzl where you have it. I don't know if he'll take something away. Maybe he'll just make his own pit according to your design.
Now that would be a great honor.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
Yeah.
The only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting.
You are.
Wait a moment. I can't say I'm all that satisfied with your help, but I don't want you to think old Ignatius is an ungrateful bastard. So I have something here for you. Although, to tell the truth, you didn't much grow on me.
Likewise, Ignatius. Likewise.
Likewise. In fact, I've been acting like a prick all this time, just so you'd feel like you're dealing with an equal.
I'm starting to regret promising you a reward. But I ain't going back on my word. Even a prick like me knows how to keep a promise. Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
I wonder what he gave us.
Then,
Knacker's gloves.
This I have got to see.
God, he's gonna watch me do it. Oh no. So, what am I supposed to interact with here? I thought it was gonna be like a crystal thing. Oh, is that it? Here? So that must be a little bit too? Alright.
Look at me.
Was it cool?
Lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers.
Was it cool or not?
Cold and salty. This must be it.
Well, thanks, bud. I'm not gonna kill you. I've decided to be the bigger man. If you want to get in there and eat some of that, though, I'm not gonna stop you. You enjoy that deer. Take care, Ignatius. I know a goat named after you, and he was twice as smart and twice as handsome. Hey, boss! Good news! I tasted some dead bodies, and you were right. It was cold. Crazy.
Christ. Can't you wash up before going out in public?
I thought the rain would take care of some of it.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskowitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah, kiss me.
And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
He's lost in thought right now, Henry.
Focus. What else do you need from me?
Let him think, Henry.
What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
No, that's not. Yes, a reward.
How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
Why did I do that?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on. And
What?
I decided to go back.
Why did I do that?
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
I'm gonna take a break.
I'll skip it, thanks. After tasting saltpeter, I think I'll take a break from my work here at the mill.
As you wish, but don't take too long. We need to continue the work we've started, and there's no time to waste.
We will continue the Miller's quest in the next episode, and I hope I'm not licking corpses then too. I'm a little upset I'm not going to see a golem right away, but whatever the next step is, the Miller seems very excited about. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and we will be back again tomorrow. I'm washing myself off. Are you happy? Here you go.